guys, welcome in to Divine Golden Master. Okay, we're here with Divine today, and we're gonna talk about how to get out of negative thoughts and when you're trying to manifest, and how to stop yourself from thinking the worst and second guessing yourself, pulling yourself out of your own manifestations. Okay. So I highly recommend that you guys go look at those videos that I posted last week, okay? Those are the main steps that you can really use to manifest. But when it comes to really being able to actually consistently manifest, because when we're manifesting, it's a continuous process. It's something that never ends. We always are manifesting the next thing or manifesting something step by step. Especially if you guys checked out that other video I did last week about breaking your manifestations down, because sometimes too we want to manifest things that we're not very clear on. Like say you want to manifest a business, but you start to do that business and you don't like it, so now you want to manifest something else. So the main ingredient in all this is that, number one, know that you can manifest whatever you want. The all is mine, right? You can have whatever you want. But like I told you guys in that video, one of the videos last week, it's not about the power. Don't get obsessed with your power of being able to have whatever you want. It's more so of, okay, well, what do I need? What do I desire right where I'm at? Not what social media is telling me I want, or I'm looking at someone else and seeing, okay, well, that's something I want. Unless that's some type of lifestyle that you want to live. That's different. Like say if you look at like we look at celebrities. Celebrities are like deities, okay, or anybody that you look at. Now, like I always tell you guys, fame puts another type of perception on things. But when it comes to you looking at somebody's lifestyle and you wanting to actually be that and emulate that, okay, well, what is it about their life that you actually like, and get to the core of what it is that you want to manifest. Because, okay, yeah, you like this about them, but what is it that you actually are trying to manifest? What is it that you're actually trying to bring into fruition into your life that you don't have, right? So when you figure out that what is it that you want to bring into fruition, what is it that you want to manifest, then it goes about to, okay, well, I know what I want. I'm very clear on it. But I'm still struggling to manifest this into my 3D reality, okay? So the struggle that really is taking place and that's going on when this happens is that it is a lack of belief in oneself, okay? So what I'm going to tell you guys today is basically how to believe in yourself and have more confidence in yourself, y'all. Don't look at that to go in the back. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna tell you guys how to really tap into believing yourself and trusting yourself. Okay, when we're manifesting, and I actually didn't write that down, so I'm about to write that down. But trusting yourself is very important. Okay, when we're manifesting and we're trying to bring about new beginnings and create these new experiences in our 3D reality, a lot of times we don't actually know what it is that we're trying to really create until we see it or until we experience it, right? So keep that in mind. You know, we really don't know things until we experience them or until we actually go through the course of seeing it. So I'm going to fast forward to one of my steps here, and one of my steps here is that criticism, right? We receive criticism all the time on a day-to-day basis. You're always receiving criticism. People are always telling you their opinion. Okay, people are always, even as you grow up, you're growing up with the criticism of your parents, and they're cultivating who you become, and ultimately some of that becomes your programming and goes into your brain, and you take that as yours, as, okay, I've been hearing this for so long. Like, say if you grow up in a religious home, okay, for example, and that's especially me too as well. You grow up in a religious home and you hear something so often, and it's so frequently that you're hearing this, or someone's telling you this, or this is wrong, or this is the devil, or this is this, and you become to a place where that is a core belief of yours. And the difference between a belief and a core belief, a lot of times our core beliefs, we don't even realize that we have these core beliefs until we run into instances where we're trying to manifest things and we thought we moved past something. And it doesn't have to be religion for everyone. It can be a lot of different things for everybody. Because think about it. Even if it's not religion, you still came from one side of the spectrum. Your parent is only going to be so diverse. You understand what I'm saying? So, yes, there are good versions and high versions of being raised, but in the instance, it's no excuse for anybody to say, oh, they can manifest better because of this. No, we all are breaking free from whatever the programming was that we were established in, right? That we were born into. Because whether someone is spiritual or whatever the case may be, there's still some type of things being taught that are being embedded because the parent is doing the best that they can, okay? And we really have to get down to that child-parent dynamic because that is something that still plays out within oneself. And we talked about this a little bit last year, okay? But that nurturing yourself, mothering yourself, parenting yourself is very vital within this process as well. So I want you guys to understand that. Break away from all core beliefs and you have to create your own. When you are doing this and you're becoming this guy or this goddess and you're creating yourself, who you are, and who you are is whoever you want to be, because we know that we're guys and we're creating. So as we create, you want to make sure that you're creating someone that is aligning with what you're striving towards, who you want to be, who you want to become, what you want to represent, okay, within your lifetime. I'm moving the camera a little bit, y'all. Okay, so it's very vital that you go through and when you do experience times of like, okay, something didn't manifest, or I'm struggling to do this, or I'm struggling to do that, take that time to ask yourself, okay, what is the blockage here? Why am I struggling to do this? A lot of things take time for you to slow down to be able to pinpoint exactly where are these thoughts coming from. We talked about this last week a little bit too. Where are these thoughts coming from? Are they true? Are they true? Is this valid? Is this facts? Where is this coming from? Right? Now, believing in yourself is very vital. So, especially to, like, for example, a lot of people do something and they want to tell somebody or they want to show someone, but when it comes to you on your own journey, you have to build a relationship, a solid relationship with yourself. So it has to be things that you're working on or working towards that are only for you. This is why self-love plays a big portion of this, because it's very vital that self-love is implemented and that self-time, that self is important. Something that is not just, okay, well, I'll put myself on the back burner. No, you need to be putting yourself first in everything that you do along this journey, and that will be able to help you to believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and also to manifest the things that you're trying to manifest. Believing in yourself is very important, and you have to take chances and try new things where you have to exercise believing in yourself, so that when you do good and you do accomplish things, you gain that faith in yourself, okay? And also, too, like I said, we don't really know until we experience. So it's very important that you're experiencing things on your own, you're doing things on your own, whether it be you're reading a book. Because, you know, a lot of people think they have to just go out and spend money and things like that, and that's great. You can do those things. Go out, take yourself out, do those things. But if you're not in the area of, okay, and then it's like it's only so much you can do, right? Physically, it's only so much you can do. So go into reading and exploring different things, looking on YouTube, looking at different cultures, looking at different activities, different hobbies, trying different new things like painting and different things that maybe you like, but especially to tapping into things that you liked as a child that maybe you like but it wasn't really nurtured, okay? That could also be something that, like, a lot of people grow up and they find themselves going back to things that they like to do as a child, because as a child they knew exactly what they wanted to do until they was told something else, okay? So something that's very vital in helping you to believe in yourself is doing something new for yourself every day. So for instance, and like for me, I like to read books. I like to evolve in some type of way every day, and that is important. So I may watch different videos around the world about different cultures, documentaries. So I'm very visual, and also too, it helps me too. If you're someone who sees and has visions, it helps me to be able to explore different vicinities out of where I'm at, so I can see and even notice, because you can only get visions on your knowledge, right? You're only going to understand something from your knowledge point. Like the video, like when it comes to someone who is Christian their whole life and they go into their spirituality, they're only going to be able to get a vision or see things through what they know. So if all they know is Christian or this and that, then they're going to see an angel, they're going to see this, or they're going to see something that's depicted in the Bible, because that's what they know. So the more that you know, somebody else who knows more or knows about ancient Egyptian symbols or something like that may be presented with a whole nother message, okay? So the more you know, the more you can widen your horizon on a full aspect, past even just like visions, even just being able to relate to different type of people. And that also will help you to manifest in this world, and you'll start to see that also that you're no different than others, okay? A lot of us too feel like we're different or we're not capable of something when we're all capable. Division is something that is also too a tool to distract you from your actual power, to make you think that you're different. And be very watchful and pay attention to the fact of that the one that is more scorned and the one that is more beat down and ridiculed is the most powerful, okay? So keep that in mind too. If you feel like you're going through so much and you're going through so many battles and people are constantly coming against you and things are always happening to you, that's because you're powerful. And as soon as you learn your power and you place it in the energy of yourself and growing yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, watering yourself, you will start to see that power. But nobody's going to tell you this as well, right? I mean, I'm telling you this because I love you. We family. We soul family, even if you do. But nobody's going to tell you this, because most of the time people are playing on the weakness of, because everybody's for self, and they're playing on the weakness of you being beneficial to them by not knowing who you are, because most of the time you're probably doing something, even subconsciously, that is working in their favor, or subconsciously on both levels, right? So keep that in mind and know that you have to believe in yourself, and to gain that belief in yourself is to try new things daily. Also to work on talking to others, speech, things like that. Showing up and being conscious in your day-to-day life is very important, because as you gain more of a voice and you feel more active within this 3D reality, you'll start to feel more capable of, I heard, setting the stage. Setting the stage, or really just aligning yourself to your desires and your wishes, okay? So yeah, make sure that you're working on something, and whether it be even you're working on starting a business, or you're taking notes, or you're learning something, or you're crafting, or maybe you're into the witchy thing and you're looking into herbs, or whatever the case may be for you. Keep yourself learning, evolving, growing, okay? Also too, because you want to attract that. You don't want to attract people that are stagnant and stuck. You want to attract people that are growing, evolving. that are watering themselves, so that when you do come together with people, they also have been watering themselves, and you have something to give to each other, right? Also too, and always add something new. Even if you have the things that you're comfortable with, always take the time to add something new to be able to keep you on that willingness to try new things and explore new things, because fear is not real, okay? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is something that only really arises when you don't know. And what did I say about knowing? You only know something if you experienced it, right? So keep that in mind. And rid yourself of beliefs that others have that have been imposed on you. And we kind of talked about this already. Ridding yourself of beliefs that have been imposed on you. So, like I was saying, growing up through childhood, people have imposed things on you or told you something for so long, now you believe it. You need to take the time to go through all of those beliefs, and even like beliefs about yourself that you don't like maybe you feel like you look like this or this and that. Well, who says, right? Who says that? Is that something that somebody told you? Just like even with the body thing where people are getting their bodies done, it's just like nothing wrong with that if that's what's appealing to you and that makes you happy. But for people that see it and don't even really want that and go do it just because they feel they want to fit in or whatever, like things like that, or even just I've heard even women getting their body done for their man and things like that. It's just like you have to do things for yourself so you'll be ultimately happy. Doing something for somebody else is you kind of worshiping them in a way, in my opinion, because you are saying that they know best. They know better than you. And how does anybody know better than you in your life? Think about that. How does anybody know better than you in your life? Always question yourself on that aspect of, I know best. Nobody knows better than me in my life, because nobody's experiencing my life just like me. Even when it comes to your child, your children, understand that maybe you may think something is better for them, but they may try something else and it works for them. That's because we don't know everything. So, too, I always tell people too, like, don't be too hard on people. Like, they're not the bad guy necessarily, but they just going off what they know, off what they believe. So you don't have to necessarily be argumentative with people who don't believe in what you believe in or promote or support you. But I also do recommend, don't bring things to people's attention until you've completed it or until you've done it or until you've accomplished it, because also too, that energy, everything is energy. We're energy beings. You don't want that energy coming on to whatever it is you're trying to manifest or whatever it is you're trying to bring into fruition, or even if you're trying to change yourself and evolve into this new person. You can't really tell everybody, because they're going to try to keep you where you're at, because they can only see with their 3D. They're not looking with their 5D and seeing past the 3D. They're looking at what they see. Most people are realists. They're just looking at what they see. So, that's their truth, not yours. So know your truth. And that's what we talked about too. I highly recommend you go watch those videos from last week about knowing your truth, knowing your God or goddess energy and who you are, and what you say goes in your reality. Is very important to grasp that and really utilize that and implement that within your life, okay? And lastly, we got two more, but the second to last tip I want to give you guys is getting away from negative people is so important. People think that, it's important and like, no, it's vital, because that's a constant record of talking and just thinking about too. If you're highly intuitive, you can feel, and sometimes you can even hear another person's thoughts and you will think they're your own. So it's very important that you, even if you have to be around negative people and you can't really get around it, work, family, whatever, spend your time in solitude. I recommend at least an hour a day, maybe longer. But get your time in solitude. That way, when you are around others, you can even identify clearly what is your energy and what is theirs. That's also very important too, a very important reason of why you want to spend that time alone as well, because you want to be able to identify what is your energy, what's their energy, and transmute whatever is not serving your vibration. And we talked about transmutation in those videos last week as well. Constantly work towards your goals as well is something that's very important. Okay, be very goal oriented. Be very striving towards something for you. Not necessarily always a relationship or something, like striving towards something for you. Have something that you're striving for, that you're working towards, that is just something that's personal. That is very important as well. Okay? And we're not gonna go too deep on that one right now, but that is very vital and important. And lastly, okay, and I might do a whole video on this, of how to implement this into a very much more detailed way, but acting as royalty, okay? Act like you're royalty, all right? And if you don't know how royalty acts, like, they don't go out of the house and look in any type of way. They don't say anything, like, like, act as like celebrity status, but royal status, right? Act very royal, act very regal. When you go into places, demand with your energy, okay? And y'all let me know if y'all want to see that in another video separately. I probably will do that, about how to really act as royalty to manifest, because it's something that is like, once you start doing it, you're going to be like, dang, all I had to do was act like I deserved it and I got it. Okay? All I had to do was speak it into existence and walk in like I own the place, and I do now. Okay, so it's very powerful shift when you start to really realize who you are, realize your power, and utilize that to boost your energy and boost yourself. And honestly too, knowing that, that saying of you get what you put in, right? You need to be putting energy into yourself. So often, like, we always speak about that we're putting energy into others, but what energy are you putting into yourself? Okay, so this is going to be my video about believing in yourself and trusting in yourself, so that you could be able to manifest on way extreme levels where it's like, okay, well, maybe you used to be able to manifest a meal or a date or something small, like like a car payment or a bill, but now you're manifesting a house, and you're manifesting cars, and you're manifesting $50,000, like, whatever it is for you. Okay, so I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Comment down below. I want to talk to you guys. Tell me how y'all feeling about these new videos. Also too, like I said, I will be giving the details on the giveaway soon. I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing one on this channel and my other channel. And I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Stay blessed, and remember who you are. Okay? Step into your godhood. Step into your goddesshood. King, queen, empress, emperor energy. And don't let up. Okay? I love you. Peace, y'all.